Welcome to Part 2 of Project Management MCQs focused on scope management, aligned with the PMBOK 7th edition. Question 21. A project team is using rolling wave planning, defining detailed scope only for the next 2 months. What is this approach primarily addressing? The correct answer is B, progressive elaboration. Rolling wave planning is a technique used for progressively detailing the scope of work as the project moves forward. Question 22. A key stakeholder insists on adding a feature that increases customer satisfaction, but doesn't align with the approved project charter. What should the project manager do first? The best first step is B, evaluate impact and submit a change request. All changes, especially those outside the charter, must go through formal change control. Question 23. Which document formally describes how project scope will be defined, validated, and controlled? The answer is C, Scope Management Plan. This plan establishes the procedures for managing the project and product scope. Question 24. During validation, a customer rejects a deliverable that meets documented requirements but not their expectations. The issue most likely originated from. The issue is A, poor stakeholder engagement. Misaligned expectations, even when requirements are met, point to a gap in engaging stakeholders effectively. Question 25. In Agile projects, scope is primarily controlled through. The correct answer is C, product backlog prioritization. Agile environments manage evolving scope by continuously prioritizing the items in the product backlog. Question 26. Which of the following best distinguishes product scope from project scope? The best distinction is B. Product scope defines the features of the result, while project scope defines the work needed to deliver that result. Question 27. A work package is estimated at 200 hours. Midway, the team discovers additional tasks were assumed but never documented. This is an example of. This situation is an example of C, assumption risk realization. The undocumented assumption materialized as missing work. Question 28. Which technique ensures stakeholders focus on the highest value scope items first? The answer is A, Moscow prioritization. This technique classifies requirements into must-have, should have, could have, and won't have, driving value focus. Question 29. The project manager decomposes deliverables into smaller components until they are manageable. This process is. The process described is B, decomposition, which is a key technique for creating the work breakdown structure. Question 30. A hybrid project allows changes within sprint boundaries but restricts mid-sprint modifications. This practice protects C, team velocity and commitment. Restricting mid-sprint changes maintains the team's focus and predictability. Question 31. Which artifact links requirements to deliverables and ensures no requirement is missed? The correct artifact is B, Traceability Matrix. This matrix helps track the journey of each requirement through the project lifecycle. Question 32. A stakeholder verbally approves additional functionality, and the PM proceeds without documentation. This action is C, informal scope creep. Any change without formal, documented approval constitutes scope creep. Question 33. Benefits realization relates to C, value generated by outputs. This focus is central to the PMBOK 7th edition principles. Question 34. If a deliverable meets acceptance criteria but fails to create expected business value, the issue likely lies in. The problem is likely A, poor requirements elicitation. If the requirements were flawed, the delivered solution won't achieve the desired value. Question 35. A change control board exists mainly to. The primary role of the change control board is C, evaluate and approve changes, providing essential governance. Question 36. Which of the following best supports adaptive scope environments? Adaptive environments are best supported by C, iterative backlog refinement, allowing for ongoing adjustments to scope. Question 37. What is the primary purpose of acceptance criteria? Acceptance criteria's primary purpose is B, define completion conditions, confirming when a deliverable is ready to be formally accepted. Question 38. A sponsor pressures the team to just add a small feature without delay impact. The best response is. The most professional response is C, document and evaluate impact. This maintains proper project governance regardless of the request source. Question 39. Which statement reflects PMBOK 7 thinking? The statement that reflects PMBOK 7 thinking is C. Value delivery drives scope decisions, emphasizing outcomes over mere deliverables. Question 40. A project scope baseline includes which three components? The project's scope baseline includes B, the scope statement, the WBS, and the WBS dictionary. These three components define and structure the total project work. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Watch part 3 of this video series to continue learning about scope management.